Hi everyone, welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're back to doing the Natasha Denona. Series that I'm doing her bigger palettes now. Today we're going to be playing with the Biba palette, which looks like this. Beautiful. Stunning. Let me move my hand. I don't want you to see how dirty my room is. Okay, so we're going to be playing in that palette. Let me say that I've tried twice now with Jaclyn Hill. I had palette, her newest one, the Strawberry Fields. I have not given up on it. I will find a way to make that palette work. I cannot put my finger on it, like I said in those previous videos. I don't know what it is, but there's something, and I don't understand because I've watched videos now and everybody's loving it. So obviously it is me doing something wrong and I don't know what it is. But let's go into the shade Freckle and start with this shade. And it could very well be something as simple as I'm just so used to playing in these higher end shadows that I'm used to this, you know what I mean? But I don't know, because I played in ColourPop shadows and they're not that expensive, you know? I don't know. And I'm not saying that you gotta buy a high end by no means to get a good shadow, because you do not. So that leads me to believe that it's just me doing something wrong. So on my off day, I'm going to play with it again and see what happens. I'm just going to keep playing with it, to be honest with you. I guess in essence, I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. So I can look at it in that way, I suppose. But for some reason, it's just giving me a run for my money. For sure. I don't know y'all though. Have you all, did you all buy that palette? I don't want to talk about that palette while we're doing this one, because I mean, but there's really not much for me to say about this one. I really like it, you know what I mean? There's not very many of Natasha Denona's palettes that, formula-wise, I don't like. Color story-wise, sure, you know? Like, it's just not your color story. But as far as her palettes go, like, they perform amazingly, every color. But I don't know. I am trying though. But I do like the look that I got out of this one. This palette. We're creating this look over here. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but it turned out pretty good in the end. And I've been having issues with my eyelids. They're really drying out on me. And I don't know why. But they are. And I will also say that some of these brushes are not that good. Actually, a lot of them are really rough. And it's a shame. Because, like, there's one in particular brush that I really like out of this line. The shape and everything of it. But it is so rough. It hurts. So, I don't know. I started thinking about, you know, where we have hooded eyes and aging and downturning and sagging. And, well, I do. Maybe not all 42-year-olds do. But I do, because I didn't take care of my skin, because I didn't know nothing about it, you know? Just like I don't know nothing about makeup. But what I'm wondering is... Oh, I lost my train of thought. This is where I can see why people cut the stuff, because they lose their train of thought. Alright, I think I got that blended out where I want it. Oh, what I was saying is where I have these issues with my eyes, and there's certain brushes that do work and others that don't. Some that are too scratchy, you know. I'm wondering if I could cut brushes to make them like work. You know what I mean? Like almost like design your own brush in a sense. I'm just wondering if that could work or not. Or if it would mess with it to where like it then fall apart or something. Because it is hard to find brushes that I do like that work for me. And again, a lot of it, there could be lots of brushes out there that work. It's just, I don't exactly know what I'm doing, so, you know. I'm going to go into the shade Buff. I mean, I am getting better than I was, for sure. Like, in the very, very beginning. And practice does, you know, is what it is. But I'm never going to be like one of those makeup artists, which is fine. Because really, I just want to know how to do my own makeup. But I can't, it's hard for me to see what they are talking about, or they are seeing, you know what I mean? Like looking at the curve of your eye and figuring out where your crease is and all that. Like, it is hard to see that. I don't know if you all have problems like that, but my goodness, I do. I'm going back into that freckle shade. Okay. It's a lot of back and forth, to be honest. I think that's why I like doing my eyeshadow too, because it's a lot of like repetition in a sense. Like back and forth, back and forth. And I like that. It's like calming in a sense. Like sometimes I'll sit here and do this and shut my eyes and I could literally drift off to sleep. If it's a soft brush. Let's just make that clear too. Okay, I'm going to take that freckle shade that I had just a second ago, the first shade, and we're going to run it along the lower lash line. Okay. Then I'm going to take the shade Rayon. This is the brush that I like. It is just like a little teeny thin slanted brush. And we're just going to put that right here in the outer part of my eye. But the problem with this brush is that it is very, oh, excuse me, scratchy. And I actually did condition it, put conditioner on it, because generally that works for almost all of my brushes if they're like rough. And it did for like a day, and then the next time I went to use it, it was just rough again. And I don't want to wash these like every day, you know. I mean, most of the time I do, but I do try not to. Now, if it's colored eyeshadow, oh yes, because it'll stain. But generally, every other day is what I like to wash my brushes. And maybe I should wash them every day, I don't know. But I don't like to. Because I'm scared they're going to fall apart, to be honest. Okay. I think I got that where I wanted. I'm going to go back into the buff shade. Alright. And then for lower lash line, we're taking that rayon and we're going to run it right up on the lashes. Okay. I think I got that pretty well in there. And then we're going to take that first shade, that freckle, and just make sure that it is blended out up there. Alright, a little bit of a light blend. Now, to the favorite color, we're going to go into, well, it's not the favorite color, but it's the prettiest out of these, is Shine, because we all know that mattes aren't my thing. I'd much rather have a metallic. And look at this bad boy. Oh, is she not beautiful? I didn't wet the shadow or do anything special to my lid. Laying it right down over top of my lid. She's just beautiful. She's like, I am going to be seen from space. Look at that. So pretty. Now in this palette though, I will say there's more mattes. So if you do like mattes, then this is probably a really good palette for you. There is only 1, 2, 3. Yes. 3 metallic shades. So what I did for my inner corner, I actually went into the Rose Cheek palette of hers. And that's what I'm wearing today on my cheeks. So I just took the highlighter from there. And I popped that on my inner corner. Because I love this little palette so much. Just like that. Do both eyes look about the same? Maybe. See, here's my problem. It looks so much darker on this side than it does that side. What I'm going to do is go back into rayon, and we're going to darken up this corner here a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And then back into shine, because we don't want to lose the shine. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Just making sure that it's all blended and looking nice. Alrighty, I think it looks good. Nothing on this brush, but just going over that first shade I laid down. I mean, did I do this eye look correct? Probably not. Probably not, to be honest with you. But does it look good? Yes. Yes, it does. Will it work? Yes. Yes, it will. Trying to figure out where to put these brushes. But there. Okay, so let's curl the lashes. Where did we put the color? I don't know. I guess I'm using this one. We're going to use the Refer Curler. I used the Surratt Curler on my other eyes, but I don't know where I put it now. Sounds about right to me, if you ask me. Alright, then I'm going to go in with Eyes to Kill by Giorgio Armani. I like saying that name. Giorgio Armani. And I've actually been liking this mascara too. Some days. Some days I'm just like, why do you not like me? Why do you not want to work with me? But then some days it does look nice. I don't understand. Sort of like when people say, oh, I've got a bad makeup day or bad. It's like, how? If you're using the same product, it's like, how's that happen? But it happens. It happens to me all the time. I can use all the same products tomorrow and it'll look horrible or something, you know? Usually it's my lashes that do me wrong anyway. They don't want to cooperate. Okay. And then I know this is going to be a shock, but I'm lazy. So, what I'm going to do is put this on my bottom lashes. Also. I don't think these eyes are Eyes to Kill, but I think they look pretty good. I think even the eyelashes themselves are playing nice today even. Okay. I also think if you used a brown eyeliner, or mascara I mean, it would look really good too, because it just looked more subdued in a sense. But this is the final look using that palette. I think it turned out okay. It's not my best eye look by no means, but it turned out okay. And I'm sort of trying to learn the ins and outs of this, because I'm not a makeup artist. I just like to play with makeup. But I really do love to play with her shadows. And again, this is what the Biba palette looks like. Again, it is very pricey, but there's so many reasons I like it, along with like the price point. I can understand it more and more. I mean, you can pop these out and put them into a magnetic pan and make your own 4-pan palette, you know, or your own 6-pan palette if you're going on vacation or something. Take the whole thing. This thing is great. Like, it ain't going nowhere, okay? This thing is as hard as a rock. It has a very nice mirror in it, the size of this. Like, the only thing about this is just, it's not like the Safari palette, obviously. The Safari's all matte and it's different shades. But there's only 2 or 3, metallic shades, and I love metallics. But it gives you a chance to get into your single shadows then, maybe. Or maybe even another palette of hers. But, you know, your Super Shocks, or any of your, like, duochrome, or triochrome, or whatever they're called. I don't know. I don't have many of those. So, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. I hope you got to see how the shadows performed from a beginner's point of view. And I hope that, you know, that this helps make a decision one way or the other, if you were on the fence or thinking about it, or if you just maybe needed me to do this video to pull it out of your collection to use, because it is a pricey palette. So we need to use these palettes, you know. We bought them. We spent our hard-earned money on them. We need to be using these palettes, you know. But that is all I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload videos. I can't even talk today. Every day but Sunday. And I will see you in my next one. And until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.